Anyway, I digress. So you can see the drought conditions here across Florida. Much of it, that red color is extreme, and that's gotten a little worse since last week. We flattened out the view just a little bit because I want to show you the exceptional area of drought up in northern Florida. And as you can see here, it is pretty substantial as we make our way into North Florida and a little further out to the west as well. And as a result, our wildfire season is off to the races. In fact, fire crews are battling more than 150 wildfires across Florida and Georgia, fueled by dry conditions and strong winds that are spreading flames fast and forcing round-the-clock efforts. One volunteer firefighter has died after a medical emergency. Officials call this one of the worst wildfire seasons in at least 30 years. Crews from Orlando and Southwest Florida have been rotating in, giving local teams some relief as they brace for what's next.
Scary is the word. I mean, we are very used to structural fires, but a long fire front, hundreds of yards, maybe a mile long at a time, approaching structures, we can't even stop that. We have to get in, get people out, and try to protect the structure around that.
As those wildfires continue to burn, crews on the front lines say exhaustion is starting to set in as well. Firefighters say they're working long shifts, sometimes back to back, to keep these flames under control.
Scary. When you see a wall of flames coming at you, it puts life in perspective, 100%.
That is what these crews walked into last Sunday when a weather change sent this fire exploding.
Scary is the word. I mean, we are very used to structural fires, but a long fire front, hundreds of yards, maybe a mile long at a time, approaching structures, we can't even stop that. We have to get in, get people out, and try to protect the structure around that.
The efforts to contain the flames, pushing fire crews to work around the clock.
They were working their 24-hour shift in the station and then typically being held over and working 12 additional, sometimes 24 additional, depending on the needs.
Fresh state crews from Orlando and Southwest Florida have now rotated in, giving local firefighters a chance to breathe and prepare for what could be next.
The fear is the next one.
It's 88 to 89% of these wildfires are caused by humans. So if we can put a little bit of a dent in that.
The crews work through sandy, dusty, and dry terrain.
Come back looking pretty full of soot and dirt, and it's going to take more than one shower to get them off of it when they get back to their quarters.
They're dragging hose lines deep into the woods to reach hot spots and doing the slow physical work of making sure this fire doesn't spread.
Everybody's got a home life, and the crews that are out here, they're working 8 to 8, 12-hour shifts typically on the day crew, and same thing with the overnight crew. So as far as sacrifice, there's a lot of time. But we know what we sign up for when we get here. We're here for the community. That's why we chose this profession.
And right now, firefighters in southeast Georgia are racing to contain a fast-moving wildfire. The fire ignited days ago in Brantley County and has already destroyed dozens of homes. Dry conditions and strong gusty winds are rapidly spreading the flames as well. Officials are warning, if you are in the fire's path, you've got to leave now.
This is a dynamic fire event that is wind-driven. And you can rest assured, if you're out here today, you can feel this wind. It has stoked that fire, and this is a major event. So please, if you are given an evacuation order, because we've heard people say we're not leaving, please, if you're given an evacuation order, leave the scene.
We are focusing in today on structure protection and really working in and around the homes, and we're looking for opportunities to get our firefighters in and behind those homes to build containment lines that may lessen the impact of those homes.
Over 20,000 acres have been burned, 7% containment. That's it. Evacuations are officially in effect in some of these areas as well. All right, so let's go back to the maps, and rainfall over the next few days is going to be really sparse here across Florida. You can see the forecasted rainfall amounts on the European model here, and it is very minimal. All right, we come back. We're going to talk more about some severe weather. We're going to go from fires to tornadoes and Tornado Alley. We'll have those details coming up on the other side of the break.